We're gonna start off with Sonic Frontiers. So I didn't like what I saw. Um,
I didn't see any Sonic Frontiers. I'm not gonna lie.
Dang, really?
Yeah, let
Wow.
me go look for this
Yeah, I
real
was about to
quick.
say look something up and like mute it and watch it while we talk about it. But
Yeah,
like
that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
so the gameplay looks interesting but not great. And aesthetically, I hate it. I told you from the beginning that I didn't like when we first saw that teaser trailer that was kind of like harping on Breath of the Wild. I told you I didn't like the like Sonic taking place in this big open field with like ruins. I'm like, that doesn't fit Sonic at all. Like every Sonic games has a Green Hill Zone, sure, but I don't get the 3D Sonic games and their obsession with having Sonic games take place in just a field when the 2D Sonic games are known for having a bunch of diverse levels, from like alien planets and like futuristic cities. Yet every 3D Sonic game is like, nope, you're gonna be in either a real world city or you're gonna be in some version of Green Hill Zone. And I'm like, bruh, Sonic's this like level design has been so much more interesting than that from the beginning, but they for some reason don't know how to translate that to 3D, which they need to because in the gameplay, the rails are just in the sky, connecting to nothing. They're just there and they look really weird. But if it was taking place in like a futuristic city or planet, I feel like it wouldn't be as strange. And I feel like they're and also like despite this being open world, you still feel like you're on rails because a lot of the traversal system has to do with rails and has to do with jump pads and like speed boost pads and things like that. And I'm like, in a Sonic game, as an open world Sonic game, you want to completely rely on the momentum that you can create as the player controlling Sonic. But this game doesn't seem to have any type of momentum with the character in of itself, like at all. Like all of the momentum is completely reliant upon the different obstacles you interact with, which I also think is at that point, why are you making a Sonic game? F you playing it is just reliant upon all of the jump pads and the speed boost and all of that. I was really hoping that this would be an example of what a Flash game could be like, but it's barely even an example of what a Sonic game can be like in open world. It's
Immediately, the first comment that I see as I look at a screen that looks just like a like character creator or like a level creator in a video game.
it does.
Immediately, the first comment that I see is this looks like an indie project and a AAA game at the same time, and I'm like, yeah,
That is literally the like that is literally I think a comment. That's not my comment, but I made a similar comment under the video. I said like, this looks like a fan game, and I don't mean that to disrespect any developers. They make good stuff, but like, this is Sega. They've got the money and the resources to make something better than an indie game. And also, when you're showing off a game that's supposed to be coming out later this year, this game looks nowhere near finished. It looks like it needs another year in development. This looks like a test. This is like something you're having like gameplay testers do. This does not look like something you show the general public of your game. It does not look great. This is speaking of indie games and fan games, there's a bunch of Sonic fan games out there, and there's one called Sonic Utopia, which looks really good in terms of the way Sonic moves and like how fast he moves, as well as how you use Sonic and his own momentum to explore the map, and also them building the map itself to take advantage of the way that Sonic moves and have it actually look good, and look more like a Sonic game. Because I don't think Sonic should be in a super hyper realistic world, and I think it should be more something like Super Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild, where it's stylized. I don't understand why they thought Sonic should be in a super realistic world. Um, yeah, it looks very disappointing. Maybe they delay it. Maybe it gets better. Who knows? We'll see. Like in my mind, the the two games you could take most inspiration from when making a Sonic game are the Infamous games and Sunset Overdrive, because there are a bunch of rails in those, but those takes place in cities. And in the Infamous games, in one of them you also have some form of super speed, and you can explore the city. You can jump up on the roofs. You can parkour a little bit. And in the first two games, or the second game, there were rails that you can slide around on in the city. Like, I feel like they should be looking at those games and seeing how can they incorporate that type of gameplay style in a Sonic game. Like in an open world Sonic game, I would want, much like in Breath of the Wild, how there are different biomes and stuff. You know, there's the desert, there's the Great Plateau, there's you know, the was it Mountain Doom or something like that, Death Mountain, and like stuff like that, and there's different biomes in the water area with the
You just
Zora.
say Mountain Dew.
I said Mount Doom, but I meant Death Mountain. But yeah, like just like how Breath of the Wild does that, Sonic is known for having different biomes within the different levels. So you have one that's like a futuristic city with a bunch of rails to grind on. You have one that's like the Green Hill Zone with a bunch of loops and a bunch of like ramps, like that don't make sense for a realistic field, but it's not realistic. It's an alien world, and you know, go wild. But no, they decided to go basic. I don't know. It just does not look interesting. Like that first teaser.
This looks like Gmod. That's what this looks like. This looks like Gmod, like a lot of graphic mods.
But yeah, I don't want to harp on this too long because we got other stuff to talk about. But